What if I told you there's a place in the deepest part of the swamp where a cauldron boils and nobody lights the fire? No pipes underground, no geothermal vents, no rational explanation that holds up when you actually go looking. Just an old iron pot, sitting on cracked mud, bubbling away like something beneath it never stopped being hungry. People have known about the Cauldron of Bones for generations. The locals don't go near it after dark. Some of them won't go near it at all. And when you ask them why, they don't give you ghost stories or folklore. They go quiet. That specific kind of quiet that only comes from people who have seen something they decided, very deliberately, never to speak about again. Here's what we do know. The cauldron itself is massive, old. The iron is pitted and darkened in ways that suggest centuries of exposure, not decades. And inside it, floating among the perpetually churning water, are bones. Animal bones, mostly, or at least, that's what people hope they are. The water temperature has been measured. It runs significantly hotter than the surrounding swamp, which is already warm and stagnant. No external heat source has ever been identified. The ground around the cauldron is cold. The air above it is thick with steam that smells faintly of minerals and something else that nobody has ever been able to name precisely. Now here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. The bones inside never seem to diminish. Researchers who have cataloged what they could see noted that the collection actually appears to grow over time. Things end up in that cauldron that weren't there before, and no one is adding them. Local indigenous oral traditions from the region describe this spot as a threshold, a place where something was done a very long time ago that cannot be undone. The cauldron, in some versions of the story, was placed there deliberately, a vessel to contain something rather than to cook anything. The boiling, they say, is not heat, it's activity. Whatever is inside the water is not being cooked, it is moving. That distinction matters more the longer you sit with it. Modern investigators have attempted to camp nearby overnight. Most leave before sunrise. The ones who stay report the same thing independently, without having compared notes beforehand. Around 3 a.m, the bubbling changes rhythm. It becomes almost deliberate, like something is counting, and then it stops entirely, just for a moment. And in that silence, people report feeling watched with an intensity that feels less like paranoia and more like recognition, like whatever is in or beneath that cauldron has noticed you back. No footage from overnight cameras ever captures what people describe feeling. The cameras themselves function perfectly. They simply record nothing unusual, just the steam, just the water, just the bones turning slowly in the dark. So, what is it really? A geological anomaly? Ancient ritual infrastructure that somehow still functions? Something older than either explanation? The swamp keeps its answer close. The cauldron keeps boiling, and the bones keep moving in water that has no business being hot. Whatever lit that fire hasn't stopped.